you know. But even wrong ideas, you know, you think stuff can be learned from them. You know, it's not useless.
But even ideas that they might initially be wrong, as Einstein once said that his cosmological constant was the biggest blunder of his career.
Yeah.
And now is it that we look back on dark energy and it seems to be some kind of constant.
Yes.
So, I mean, he assumed that he was wrong then, but he could be right in a way that he didn't think.
Yes. Well, he didn't believe his equations. So his equations told him that the universe is either expanding or contracting, but it's not static, you know.
Right.
And at the time, and this was, you know, 100 years ago now.
So it was pre-Big Bang idea.
Yeah, pre-Hubble.
Yeah.
Of course.
You look at the night sky, and apart from the odd meteor and the fact that the planets move around
seems
slowly,
pretty static.
It seems pretty static. So it was hard for him to accept that his equations, which were so beautiful to him and seemed so right, were predicting a non-static universe. And so he fudged. You know, he put a term in the equation that allowed him to have a static universe. And this term was the cosmological constant, which and I think he considered the blunder to be insistent that he should ad hocly modify his theory to meet a prejudice. So he had a prejudice that the universe should be static. So see, here he was a genius, and that was a wrong prejudice. So if he'd only believed his own theory...
Yeah, it's funny that his own mathematics worked, and...
I suppose that's interesting. Like, 100 years from now, we might be looking at things that have been written off as improbable or implausible now, and they may be fundamental in the science of the future.
Yeah, things probably can come back into relevance. I'm not sure I can come up with an example on the fly, but yeah, I mean, all knowledge is in some sense useful. Yeah, sure.